Hey everyone, it's Marco here and back once again from mycolorscreen, bringing you the latest and greatest Android home screen video tutorials. Today's video tutorial is a screen of the day by the very popular author John Nutter, and this one is titled Kora. And what makes this home screen so great is it's very easy to set up. It took me about say 3 to 4 minutes. It's just basically UCCW widgets, and the great thing about it is that it's got all the information that you need on one home screen. It's got your information such as your Gmail notifications, your missed calls, your Facebook, Twitter shortcuts. They're very easy to open, as well as that very clean looking wallpaper that's got your weather provided straight as you look down on the home screen. All comes together really well. So without further ado, let's bring you today's video tutorial. Boom. Great, so starting off, if you're using a Galaxy Note 2 or any other phone that fits that screen size resolution, I recommend using your Nova Launcher or Apex Launcher, just because those UCCW skins are going to fit perfectly on this screen. Unfortunately, if you have any other phone, like right here, I've got my Nexus 4, then you're going to have to be using some other launcher such as SS Launcher, as those skins are going to be really easy to resize and place on the phone. So in this video tutorial, I'll be going exclusively on SS Launcher. Let us begin. Great, so if you've just opened up your SS Launcher and it comes up with a whole lot of say phone and it's got everything else here and it's a widget, to delete a widget, just hold down on it and drag it into the bin. When it goes red, deletes it just like that. Next, you want to be going into your menu, or for Nexus 4 it's your back button, just to bring up your theme and preferences. So first you want to get rid of the hot applications, all those labels at the top. So you just go into theme and then into label, and you want to scroll down and say hide label, or make it enabled, and then say apply changes, and that gets rid of it. Quite easy to do. Next, you want to go back into your menu, you want to go into preferences, and you want to enable full screen. That just pretty much gets rid of that top bar over there, so that when you go back, as you can see, it now disappears. But don't worry, if you slide down, it still appears just like that. Great, there we have your SS Launcher set up. We're now going to be moving on to the wallpaper. Great, so for this awesome looking wallpaper, it's very easy to set up. We're going to hold down on the home screen, select your wallpaper, and then now you can use whatever you want. I like using Quick Pick. Find where you've copied it onto your phone. And what's great about this is that it doesn't really matter where it is on the wallpaper, as long as you have it somewhere looking like that. That's what's great about this wallpaper, is that you don't have to resize it for anything. So you're just going to select the tick now, make sure that it's pretty much in frame, and your wallpaper should end up looking like this, ready for the UCCW widgets. Great, so adding UCCW widgets is really easy. You're going to be holding down on the home screen, selecting new widget, and scrolling to your favorite app, UCCW right there. I went for a 5x2. You're welcome to use any other size. It's great because it starts out a bit bigger. You want to select UZIP at the top there, and you want to go into the folder that you've copied onto your phone called Kora there. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Kora, but it comes with all your UCCW skins, your UZIPs, and to import it, you just have to select, say we're going to be adding apps, to select it. I've already imported it, so I'll just go yes, and tap away from the editor or the resizer, and then select the hand. And there we have our first skin imported. Now you want to hold down, which will allow you to resize it. And then here are your little handles on the side here. As you can see, when you drag it across, it makes it bigger. But now you've got this little joystick here, which allows you to stretch it just a bit more, which is great, because that's the problem with Nova Launcher, is that you can't really get it into the corners at all. So you just want to basically try and select the corner there. You can even, if you just tap it, it brings up these little side resizers, which if we have a closer look, as you can see, I'm moving it in, so you get that perfect little, well, there's no gap whatsoever. Looks really good. Great, so there's the first skin added. You're just going to literally be holding down and repeating this process for each one of the skins mentioned here. So that's going to be your clock, your media, your phone, as well as your weather. Now they're very easy to do, and the great thing about it, I got quite lucky, is that you don't actually have to resize anything within UCCW. As long as you're resizing it correctly, everything should fit in using your SS Launcher handles and just resizing it. If you really want though, you can just move these around here just to get it better looking. Okay, so once you've added in all your UCCW skins and you've resized them to the way you want it, you want to be enabling some hotspots, as that's pretty much how this entire home screen works. So you can select any of them, make sure that your lock widgets is off. If you want to make sure, you want to go into your apps and then into UCCW and then select your menu here, lock widgets, and make sure that it's off. Otherwise you won't be able to get into this editor. So from here you want to be changing some of your UCCW hotspots. If you're a bit clueless on them, don't worry, we've got our UCCW tutorials to back you up, and you want to select hotspots. Now as you can see, John Nada has been kind enough to already add in his version of the UCCW hotspots. But if you don't like them, say you don't like Eye in the Sky, you just want to select hotspot app and then change it accordingly. So say if you don't like using Pulse, you just want to select this one, bring it up. You want to go into hotspots. You want to select hotspot number 1 and change Pulse, say, to Chrome. But now it says Pulse there, you don't want it to say Pulse. So what you want to do is select the top here, select static text 3, scroll across to text, and then rename Pulse to whatever else you want. I'm just going to say Chrome. Go OK, and there it is. You might want to save it, but for now I'm not going to. And you just want to go back out of it. Remember, your Gmail is going to be funky over here. It's not going to be exactly the way you want it. So you want to select background, which is select your object, Gmail 1, scroll all the way to at the end, account. You want to choose your account, and then your label, say let's go for inbox. That will now show you the amount of emails you have. So once you have all the skins set up, you just want to select your menu here, lock widgets, and on, just like that, enabling hotspots mode. Don't worry about the white block. If you do encounter white blocks with your UCCW skins, just remove them and then re-add them using the UCCW list where you've got all your UCCW skins already imported. It should help you out. Great, so there's your skins complete. Unfortunately, SS Launcher doesn't come with an app drawer, so in order just to get to your app drawer, you can either just make it a shortcut. Don't worry, we've got the complete guide to SS Launcher if you're a bit confused on how to do that. But you can always just make it a slide to say add all your applications like that. Have an applications page on the side there. And then we have our home screen complete. You can just double check your hotspots are working, just check in like that. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, as well as check out our Facebook, Google+, and Twitter communities. Thank you very much guys for watching. This is Marco from mycolorscreen. And as always, don't stop customizing.